Hey, long time no see. Happy Stitch Mania Eve. Oh my gosh, April 30th. Stitch Mania starts tomorrow. I couldn't think of a better time to finally update. I literally don't know when my last video was. I literally don't know when my last video was, but I dare say it's been months. Months and months and months. So I figured, well, apparently I need to update for my twice yearly update. Did you hear my kid in there? He's watching his Kindle, still awake. So it is April 30th and it's like, I don't know, 7:30 at night, 8 o'clock at night. And I am updating you. So if you're new here, welcome. I'm Trisha. This is my channel, 3L Threads. If you're not new here, thank you for still sticking around, waiting for me to do a video. I have a lot of cross stitch to show you. My stitching definitely isn't what it used to be, but I have some finishes and I'm really excited to share those with you, along with some new starts and some old whips that I've been trying to pull out. So yeah, let's get started. So happy to be here. So we're gonna start with one FFO. I use the term loosely because I'm probably not gonna keep it like this, but you know, we do what we can. This is called Kitty Cat Kit, I want to say. It is from Roveris, let's say. I think, but if it's not, I'll make a note. And it was the Nashville 2020 limited release. So I changed the color of the cat to look like my pixie, and I used all of the called for DMC except for the cat, because I'm pretty sure I changed it. I don't think that's how it's supposed to be. And then instead of cross stitches, I satin stitched. Let's see if I can do that. I satin stitched the spool because that's what I like to do. So FFO. This is the back, which doesn't look that good. I just cut a round piece of cardboard and then did a running stitch, like a gathering stitch behind it for that. And then I did, I think I did it again for another piece and did it again, but I'm not sure why it did that. So maybe I just used hot glue. And then I tried to hot glue it in here, but I mean, it comes out. See, look, you can see. In fact, let me just, no, I think I running stitched that. I just don't know why it's so jagged. I don't know, I can't tell. It doesn't matter. Anyway, it just popped in and it's good enough. It's an FFO. It's my first FFO in like 5 years. What are you gonna do? It hasn't been 5 years, but still. So there we go. FFO. I have several finishes in no particular order. This is from Nikki's Creations. It's called Thimble Box. This is what it's gonna look like when I'm done. I got mine at Stitches and Things. I think it was a limited edition kit. It came with the floss, the thimble box, let's see here, finishing instructions and all of this stuff. I stitched it in bed. It was my bed project, in bed project. I'm gonna have one of those from now on. So it was just whatever was in the box for thread. I don't know what it was. And the finishing instructions are literally like, take a glue gun and put it together, and this is what it looks like. I actually went as far as to look up thimbles on eBay because I only have like a couple thimbles and they're pretty utilitarian. Like, I use them. So I wanted some old thimbles, old silver thimbles. I haven't done it yet though. That was another finish. And I'm not sure, I didn't keep track of when I finished these, I don't think. I really didn't. Sorry. My most recent in bed finish. Oh, it's not on here. I might not be able to show this to you. I have to skip that one because I don't have the finish. We'll see if it's in here. My most recent is this one. This, I think, is called Firefly Terrarium, and it's by Wild Violet Cross Stitch, and I will link her Gumroad below if I remember. Wild Violet Cross Stitch. So I used the called for DMC, and my fabric is a 32 count Jobelin from Under the Sea Fabrics in Zephyrus. And I just thought it looked like, you know, that like twilighty, past sunset, kind of dusky, bluey, purpley, magenta-y. That's what it reminded me of. So I finished that. Don't know how I'm going to FFO it, but it sure was fun. It took me 3 days of stitching. It would take a normal stitcher who actually like spends time, probably a day, maybe or two, definitely a weekend project if you're slow. Highly suggest. This project I started last October at my local stitching retreat, and this is, I don't know, called, I might have written it down. Nope. Dang it. Mr. Owl's Gala, I think. This was a Mary Stitchmas gift from Elena B and Olivia B, and I finished it. So I picked my own thread colors. I don't know what they are. They were a mix of Weeks Dye Works and Gentle Art, I think. But he's so cute. And I'll probably finish him in something circular, but I don't know what. And this was a scrap of fabric that I had. I know it's Picture This Plus, but I don't know what it's called. I'm so bad at this now. Oh my gosh, I'm embarrassed for myself, and I wish there was alcohol in this, but it's legit just Coke Zero. I finished this one a while ago. Finished this one a while ago. This is from the Sister Suffragette pattern by Summer House Stitch Works, and I used my own overdyed threads. They're the same threads that I used for the big piece, so that's in a previous video. You don't have to go back too far because I don't make a lot of videos, but it's listed in there somewhere. So this is my vote button, and I need to finish this. I need to finish this because I want to wear it on election day. My dream was to wear it all day at work. I don't know how that's going to work out for us. We'll see if I'm at an office in November. Anyway, here it is. So wonderful. Love to stitch that. It only took, I think, 2 days. I finished recently this. It is a Be Well and Stitch freebie from Bendy Stitchy Designs. I picked my own flosses, clearly. Nope, don't know what they are. But I love that. I love it. And I left off the, it says over one, COVID-19 over here, and then initials over here, and then it says and stitch on the bottom. Like, it's a little bit more than what I stitched. One, one, I just really wanted another finish, and two, I didn't need all that. I thought this was perfect. It turned out exactly the way I wanted it to. I don't remember what this fabric is. I'm pretty sure it's I don't know what it is. I think it's it's 32 Lugana. I'm pretty sure it's a hand dyed by Stephanie. I don't know what it is. Something forest, enchanted forest, maybe. I don't know. It's cute. I finished this by Lottie Da. This is called ABCD, I believe. And I left the tag on this one because I'm smart. This is 32 count Lugana February Prim by Ship's Manor. I believe this is February of this year, and when I got it, I just knew that this was happening. So let me, oops, such a stitchy mess over here. Let me see, because yeah, that looks a little bit better. The fabric is like super orangey. It's great. It reminds me a little bit of Havana by Weeks Dye Works. That's what the color reminds me of. It's a little bit lighter than that though. So I used, yep, this is the one. I used Water Lilies. Yep, Karen Water Lilies Silk in Coal. Yep, pretty sure. Coal. And did it 2/2. It's so pretty. And I just don't know what I'm gonna turn that into. I don't know what I'm turning any of this into. Here's the one that I was missing. This was my most recent in-bed project, Summer Sampler by Heart and Hand, and I bought it as a kit. It came with the finishing fabric. You can see the rickrack and the threads and the fabric, and I finished it. It's a 28 count linen, I believe. And it came with these cute little buttons, and I stitched it in hand, and it, like I said, it was my in-bed project. So sometimes I don't want to stay out here in the living room and stitch. I want to be in bed. And for a while I would just take a project into bed with me and take my iPad in and watch Flosstube and stitch in bed, and it was wonderful. And ever since I finished this one, I decided I will always have an in-bed project. I haven't started a new one yet. So I will probably finish it like this because I'm not creative at all. And one day, I'll do that. One day. Today is not the day though. Today is not the day. Okay, another finish. God, I'm feeling really good about this. I finished my Deer House. This is Deer House by Carriage House Samplings. I stitched it on a 28 count Jobelin from Witch Out, and I think this is called Stormy Gray or maybe blue. I'm not for sure, but this is what it ended up looking like. This took just over, I think it was just over 10 yards. Midnight Blue by Gentle Art and 750 something gold topaz from DMC. So all done. This one I had started a while ago and I finished it, I don't know when. I wish I would have written this stuff down. I finished it. I really need to, I want to get this, or I want to frame this. I don't want to get this framed, but I definitely want to frame this and hang this up because this speaks to our house. Dear house, you are really very small, just big enough for love, that's all. My house is tiny. I feel like my house is tiny. So, dear house, done like dinner. And it looks like my last finish was, I finished this during my Christmas break. I know that. I think I finished my vote button over our Christmas break too. So this is Pluto. I think it's called Pluto by Clouds Factory. And I stitched it with a call for threads. And this fabric, I'm pretty sure, is Under the Sea Fabrics Sea Witch. And it looked a little spacey to me. Here's the thing. I have kids that can read, and I have a fancy office. So back in my old days of working, I would have probably taken something like this and put it up at work, because it's like kind of snarky, and that was the environment that I worked in. I can't do that now. And my kids can read. So I can imagine my 8-year-old being like, Mom, I don't get it, because I don't think they would get it. What does it mean your mom thought I was big enough? This is the kid, though, that we were in the car one day and we were talking about planets, and he said something about Pluto, and I was like, yeah, you know, blah, blah, that would make sense. Pluto's a planet. And he was like, Mom, Pluto's a dwarf planet. I wanted to take him right out of public schools for that comment. What are they teaching him? My kids have only gone to public school. I'm just saying. So, Clouds Factory, I think it's called Pluto. You can find it. It was fun. Last finish. Okay. Excuse me. It is allergy season. It is not the plague, I promise. Whips. So, I have several. Let's get started. First one is in this fun little project bag. I bought this bag and kit from McKenna when she was doing an attic sale. You can find her website at 1884stitchery.com. I don't think that you'll find this in it, but you know, you can find other stuff. So this is by Chessie and me, and it is called Mighty Oak Sampler. I'm styling this with Michelle Bendy. So this is the picture. It is a real picture that was on the front of the pattern. It's so pretty. And it came with the silks. I think it's NPI silks. My kit came with them. It doesn't really say if they're NPI or not. It might on the pattern, but who cares? It doesn't matter. So I started this. And this is just as far as I got. I started this during a stitching meetup with a bunch of local friends back in October. We went to Stitches and Things and shopped. No. Well, we did. So Jen Upton and I drove together because we're practically neighbors. So we went to Stitches and Things and shopped. And then a bunch of us met at this Mexican restaurant and ate. And then we went back and shopped. And then we went to a Panera and stitched for a couple hours. And it was so amazing. And I cannot wait until we can all do that again. So this is all I got done. I don't even think I think I worked on it maybe once after that. Sorry, Chessie and me. Just don't have time for you. I should get back to that though. This is the part where I start throwing things on the floor. Just so you know. Just so you know. That did not get started. That did not get started. Oh, I don't even know what that is. Oh, yeah. So I started a couple kits. for me this year at Nashville, I've got a lot of things I need to fill you guys in on. Nashville was awesome. I'm so thankful that it was when it was, because I think if it were even 1 week later, it wouldn't have been. Nonetheless, there were a lot of things that I loved, including this kit, Blue Flower Drum Kit by Lottie Da. If you follow Michelle, Farm Girl Loves Goats on Instagram, she actually finished this, like finished the stitching. I don't think she's FFO'd it. And when she started it, I had to start mine. It is not very much. Came as a kit. This is the fabric. I don't remember. I think it's cotton. The kit came with the floss and the felt for, not felt, is it felt? Or wool? Wool felt? I don't even know. Anyway, came with all the things. And then this super long piece of fabric, but really it's only like, I think this big for the drum, because you use this part for the bottom. But anyway, this is as far as I've gotten. I really want to get back to that because it's fun. Maybe I'll stitch this one in hand. I might have started that in hand. Maybe this can be my for bed project. Ooh, that would be amazing. So yes, that was a new Nashville release. I'm actually all out of these too in my store. Pretty sure I sold out. Pretty sure I sold out of these. I also, by Lottie Da, started another one. It's a kit for a friend. This one I feel like I have another one in my shop, and my shop Through All Threads on Etsy is listed below if you want to stitch it with me. This came with the silks, Gloriana silks, and I worked on it I think just for a couple days and got this far. I feel like, no, maybe it's just because they've been closed for, or I've been done with them for a while. Anyway, that's as far as I got. So yeah, I still need to do the whole border in the birds, but the basket's done. Basket's done. So pretty. Go check out my shop. I think there's one in there. If there's not, I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I should pick up one of those again. Those would not take long to finish. But I have a feeling picking up whips might be imminent. Foreshadowing. I also started, oh no, maybe there's no picture. I started a kit, another kit. I believe it's from Roveris, I can already tell. Yup. And it's called the Daisy Kit. It was the exclusive for Nashville this year. I'm really sorry, crinkle, crinkle. There is no picture, so I will put a picture up here of what it looks like. These I do have in my shop. I know I do. And the kit comes in a cute box like this. It has a top. Definitely no picture. And the kit comes with, here's a little charm. Handmade with love. And there was other stuff in here. Clearly it's not just a little charm with the fabric, with some finishing, this is yarn, with this cute little magnet, and there's a magnet here, so it will, oops, It goes on the outside. There we go. Like that. Did I show you this bucket? This cute bucket? And then all of this stuff here. So this kit is for a scissor fob, for a little pillow. I don't know. A scissor fob. Oh, a circle that sits on top of this. And maybe a needle book. Oh, a strawberry. A strawberry, a pin cushion. A strawberry and a pin cushion. And I'm pretty sure a scissor fob. It's 3 things. I don't know. You'll see it in the picture. It might be 4 things. Anyway, doesn't matter. I started it on this fabric, and I am using sulky threads. So I picked white, which is 7121001, and this yellow, which I don't know the name of it, but it's 1124. There, these are the colors, and this really doesn't have very many colors, a couple few, and this is all I got done. So cute. So stitch this with me, available in my shop. Go get you some. Limited edition, not a lot of people are gonna have it. And if you're like me, you like to feel special by getting things that eventually become obsolete. So that was a new start. That's a new start that I haven't started, so I'm not going to show you. I started this in January. So in January, Sim Swank was doing... She was like hosting a sale from the online sampler and antique needlework. Oh goodness, Trisha, what's it called? Sampler and Needlework Quarterly, maybe? I have them all. Anyway, we were gonna do, she decided she was gonna do a start on the 1st of every month because, you know, she has this online magazine and hasn't done anything with it. It's not online, it was on a disc. It was on a DVD. Anyway, so I was like, yeah, I'm gonna do that. And then I started one and then I never picked it back up, so I'm super behind. But this one that I started, I will put a picture up here of what it looks like. It is from, I did write this down. I did. It is called the Tsunami Charity Sampler. And I am going to do all of my own threads, all different colors. This is stitched on 32 count Jobelan and Dryad from Under the Sea Fabrics. And it's going to be bright and beautiful. Look at that. Ta-da! So I started it. I think I worked on this for the first couple weeks in January, and then I didn't do another one. I'm a terrible friend, so I'm really sorry, Jill. I love you. I'll get back to it, I swear. Just probably not right away. I also was spending some time with a very, very old whip. And that is my Zodiac sampler from Clouds Factory. Y'all know it, you love it, or you don't love it. You all know what it looks like. I'm not sure that I have a picture. Pretty sure I don't. Trisha, stop looking for it. You guys will know. So I picked this back up and I was working on it. And then I stopped. That's okay. So I bought the kit. Oh, I got more done on it than I realized. I bought the kit from Clouds Factory probably in I started stitching again in 2015. So maybe in 2015, possibly 2016. It is stitched on 16 count Aida in Gothic. And before I started, all I had done were these circles. It's so pretty. I want to take it back up. I worked on this quite a bit. So I don't know what those zodiac symbols are. Capricorn and Aries? No. Yes. No. I don't know. I'm really bad with zodiac. So here we are. I just pull this one back out too. The this right here is Milky Way from Mosale. The rest is just the threads in the kit. And for the little doodads and dipsies here, I'm using a Kreinik. I don't know, kind. Pearl or something. I think it's pearl. So, yeah. I like it. I like it a lot. Okay. For a hot minute, I worked on Coffee Quaker. I really think I would like this if it wasn't on 40 count. I'm going to be completely honest. This is, I think it's a Lakeside Linen Meadow Rue, vintage Meadow Rue. I just don't, it's just so tight. I just don't like it. I don't like it. And all I did was this right here before I got tired of it. With Coffee Quaker, I've done a lot. It needs to get done. All of the called for colors. One strand over 2 threads. I just can't concentrate on this one. I don't know, I just can't. Just can't. This is also a new start since a long time ago. I started this at my retreat in October that was here locally. And, or maybe I started it the day before. All I know is I worked on it for quite a while and I got tons done. So this is called S Ward A Little Rag, and it is by Kitten Stitcher. You may or may not be able to get this at kittenstitcher.com. I don't know. Ignore that because that's just floss. And it comes with the fabric and Pashima red silk, which is amazing. And it also comes with this strawberry, which I have hanging up on the wall across the room. Why? I don't know. But I do. And I am almost done with this. This is where I am at. Let me, oh, don't pull the silk. So, just move some stuff. The needle minder is a red apple because Michigan apples. I got that at my retreat. So, here it is. I only have, okay, so there are 2 more borders. Are there 2 more borders? Underneath. No. There's 1 more row of letters and 1 more border. And then finishing up those, and it'll be done. I am not, if you look at the pattern, you see that on either side there's a long row of red, like it's framed. I'm not doing that. I will do the one underneath because it will match the one at the top. So we'll get there. These at the bottom are 4-sided stitch. I think that's what that's called, 4-sided stitch. They take a lot of time, but they are so pure, just so pretty. And Teresa says in the pattern that you can just substitute them for cross stitches, but why would you? I mean, take the extra time. So I look forward to getting that done, because who says, tell me who says it, everybody should have a red sampler going? I don't know where I heard that. It's a wise sage floss tuber, I'm sure. And this looks to be my last whip. And I don't remember when I was working on this last, but I did get a lot done. This is my Nora Corbett Gwen. I've had this going for quite some time. And this is where I'm at. She finally got a body. It had just been the dress for so long. She's beautiful. So she's not, I don't have any beads started yet, and obviously her hat's not done, and then I just have a crap ton of fence and backstitch to do. She is coming along. Oh, I love her. I need to finish her. And I did not do her skin 1/1. Like, I thought about it for a second, but no, not happening. So I love her. And I might keep her, pet owl just like that. Would that be weird? I don't know. This is, I got really bad about talking fabric. This is 32 count Desert Stand by Richel that I've had for 100 years, because I've had this whip for 100 years. And this is charted all in DMC. And these are my favorite colors. So that's it. Those are all the things that I've been working on. I hope that was as good for you as it was for me. It felt good to get all that out in the open. I've been saying for so long, like months, I need to make a video. I need to make a video. And then it just started building and building, and here's my video. I'm pretty sure that's it. I might be missing something though. What are you gonna do? So, here are some future plans. I wonder what this goes to. I think my Clouds Factory. I think that I'm going to do Stitch Mania this year. I didn't last year. I just could not fit it into my crazy schedule. But you know what? Things are a little different right now, aren't they? And I think, why not? Why not do some crazy Stitch Mania this year? So I think my plan is 20 starts for 2020. And we'll see what happens. I have several things pulled. Not everything has fabric. May 1st is tomorrow. I'm flying by the seat of my pants. I don't know what the heck is going on. I don't know what I'm doing. I don't even know if I'm going to be successful. But I think I'm going to try it. I think. Sounds like a lot of work. But I'm going to try it. So Stitch Mania. And you know what that means? Stitch Mania vlogs. I haven't done a good vlog in a long time. So I think I'm going to do it. And I hope that you guys look forward to it and that you'll join me for the ride, because I miss you all. I miss you all. So I'm not going to say anything else about that because I don't know what else to say about it. So I'm going to do a little life update here at the end. And if you're not interested, you can just click off. And if you are, I will see you in about a week with my first vlog. Thanks for sticking around. For those of you that want the life update, it will be short and brief. I a lot of people are working from home right now. I am so fortunate and so privileged to be able to take my job remotely. We were kind of gearing up for it for a couple weeks before the trigger was pulled. Other countries, other states even, especially on the West Coast, had already started their stay-home orders or their shelter-in-place orders. And so I was starting to see the nature of my job. I was starting to see a lot of things pass through my email, a lot of gear up where I work, a lot of prep meetings and continuity of operations plans and exercises that I was pushing out to our staff to make sure that if we got the call to start working from home, we would be okay. And so it was like this slow build, and then all of a sudden kind of people in my office, like, we started getting a little antsy, and it was exciting. Like, it was exciting in the beginning, right? Like, oh shoot, we're gonna get to work from home. Woo, woo. And then on March 12th, we got the email from the schools that they were closing at the end of the day on the 13th. And I thought, okay. And where I work, our college, we hadn't made a call yet. So I had to tell my boss, well, I don't have daycare. So I guess I'm working remotely for a while. But let me see what I can do. So my teenager was home. Monday, I stayed home and worked remotely. That would be Monday the 13th, 14th, 15th, 16th. I stayed home Tuesday. I went in for 6 hours. And I think the kids stayed home again with AJ. The kids stayed with AJ. And then Wednesday, I went in and I worked for about 6 hours. What did I do? I worked for about 6 hours, and maybe AJ watched them again. I don't remember. No, I think my mom watched them. I don't remember. Anyway, somebody watched my kids. And I worked for a few hours, and then I came home to finish the rest of my day remotely, and we all got an email that Thursday was going to be our last day, and we were closed until further notice, and spring break was being extended, and then the students would have to move to online, and you can come back when we tell you you can come back. You can come to campus on Thursday to pick up your belongings, and all the buildings will be closed after. So then it like got pretty real. So on Thursday, I told my boss I would come in and work, even though we weren't supposed to be there working. So I came in at like 10. My mom had the kids, I think. I don't remember where those kids stayed anyway. And I went in and I ended up working till like 3. And then I packed up my stuff. There were 2 ants on the floor. They're distracting me. Anyway, packed up my computer, packed up my monitor, like all of my stuff. And I've been home since. And it's been strange. And it's not as fun as you think it would be. Like, a lot of my coworkers are like, woo, we love working from home. It's great. I have a 6 and an 8-year-old. It's not easy. It's not easy when you're on a teleconference and your kids come flying by behind you, and one of them is only wearing underwear. That's great. It's my kids. So it's been a challenge. We are still, as of April 30th, working remotely. We will probably be working remotely at least through June, possibly longer. I don't know. Our college went to a completely online format for students for all of summer, and we're starting out online in the fall. So it could be through August, September. Gosh, I just don't know. It's crazy. But the cool thing, I will find a silver lining. The cool thing is that I don't have to wear pants. I mean, I wear pajama pants. So I've got the like work from home mullet going, where I'm business on top, and I get up every morning and I do my makeup and I do my hair. I'm all business on top. Look what I'm wearing. This is what I wore to work today. YOLO. So, it's been a challenge, and the kids started distance learning last week, and that's been a challenge, and I cannot give enough props to teachers right now. Like, y'all didn't sign up for this. So I'm just so grateful for the good life that I have, even though it's just strange right now. But it's all good. It's all good. And I hope you all are able to find the silver linings in this situation too, because I know it's hard for a lot of reasons. So I hope everybody is staying safe and doing what they need to do so that we can slowly re-engage safely, and get back to what we all do, right? So on that note, I'm gonna close because I have to put away all this stuff and I have to figure out what I'm starting to for media. Thank you so much for watching. I just appreciate all of you so much. I hope you know that. And any time that you're willing to spend with me is a good time. So thank you for watching. Thank you for commenting and liking and all of the things. And be on the lookout because I'm doing this. Stitch Mania 2020, baby. I'm here. Stay stitchy. We'll see y'all next time. Bye.